I was like blown away. Absolute Black was throwing down the gauntlet. Hey guys, Tank here. So I'm really excited because I've been waiting a long time to share this. So several months ago, we partnered with Absolute Black. I think a lot of you guys have seen and commented on different posts, seen the different things that we've had on our bikes and everything else. And this has been a great partnership, and we are super happy to have this with them. Now, what we asked for when we originally agreed to this was we weren't gonna pull any punches. We were gonna give it to you straight. We had the opportunity to test out some equipment and see, what we thought and be able to give real world feedback. So full disclosure, they did send us this stuff, but we are definitely impartial when it comes to bike equipment, no question about it. And so I wanted to share with you my experience. Now, if you remember, several months ago, I posted a picture of my brakes after we got done with a Domsa session in Antipolo, right? And I was so lucky that we ended when we did, because by the time we got back to BKC in Kayenta, my brakes were gone. I was all the way down to metal at that point and basically had no stopping power. And that's not the first time that I've run out of brakes on a ride. That's another story for another time. But I was like, wow, this is unbelievable. Right around that time, I had started to see, like so many of you on Instagram and Facebook, posts about these unbelievable brakes from Absolute Black and the amount of braking power and no fading and things like that. And you guys know, like, I ride hard. I'm 85 to 90 kilos most of the time. And, me and Coach are always doing crazy stuff, right? We're in races, we're climbing up to the top of Skyline or Mount Banoy or wherever, and then bombing down those hills as fast as we can, chasing each other. And so I'm super hard on brakes. I know that. I've blown brake gaskets, all kinds of things. So anyway, normally on a normal pair of high quality brakes, I get maybe 2 to 3 months. Exceptional use might be 4 months out of those brakes, and then they're gone. And that's just the way it is, right? And I had come to accept that already, was used to it and everything else. And what I realized was, well, that's just part of the game, I guess. Brakes are gonna wear out and you gotta replace your brakes, be safe. And of course I recommend that for everyone. But maybe there was something else that I could use that is better than what I was already doing. Now, it always doesn't work out that way, and sometimes you're just swapping, one name for another, and I get that. But Absolute Black was throwing down the gauntlet, saying that these are the best. When you say you're the best at something, you better be the best. So I think that if you're comparing the size rider, if you're comparing the effort of the rider, if you're comparing the sheer mass that I generate when I'm going downhill, the speed that we are always trying to, kind of challenge each other on, I think I put these things to the ultimate test in my mind, at least. I could be wrong. I'm gonna show you guys something right now because it's kind of mind-blowing, all right? So this is what they look like, okay? So I just wanna make sure you guys see that these are the Absolute Black. And these fins right here are very different. You don't see these on any other types of brakes that are out there, but these things are part of what helps to dissipate the heat and everything else. And heat, whether you're in a car, whether you're on a motorcycle, whether you're on a bike, heat is your enemy when it comes to braking. And if you see discs that have a lot of holes in them, they're always trying to promote airflow, because the cooler you can keep that braking surface, whether it's on the pad or on the disc itself, the better your brakes are going to work, right? So that's where you see a lot of that machining that takes place to help that. Well, we don't have that luxury here, right? We can only do that on the disc. So on the pad itself though, and I'm running 140 millimeter rotors, just so you guys know, I got these, right? And I was really excited to try them out. And there's a very specific thing you have to do with these brakes when you put them on your bike to sort of break them in, right? And everything else. So follow the directions. You can find them on YouTube. You can find them on their page and everything else, for sure. So once you get them broken in, doesn't take very long. You install them front and back and everything else, a pair of these. I don't remember exactly what they cost. I'll put a link to that so you can find them and put these things on, right? I knew instantly, I mean instantly, when I hit the brakes, just doing like 30 kilometers an hour, that this was different, okay? I was like blown away. I didn't really come to appreciate this though until we did a super long climb and descent when we were in Suyo for the KOM earlier this year, and basically 26 kilometers of downhill.
Hey Tank Nation, so that's it. Thanks a lot for tuning in and checking out what we're doing with Absolute Black, and of course these amazing brake pads that I rode for 8 months and put them through their paces: gravel, road, racing, big downhills, all of it. You guys know that I'm super hard on equipment. I recently broke a pair of Dura Ace cranks, and now I've broken my Zip Aero handlebars. I don't know if you can see the cracks there, but yeah, braking is really important. It's part of the safety. And I love going downhill as fast as possible, but I also need to stop. It wouldn't be complete if I wasn't putting on brand new pads to replace the old ones. You can see here that this is the brand new face. So I've got all the stopping power that I need, and yeah, my Absolute Black. So these are definitely going to be on any bike that I own for the foreseeable future. Super happy. Thank you, Absolute Black, for supporting us all the way out here in the Philippines and giving us an opportunity to take a look at this stuff and give our honest feedback. I love it. I'm using it. It's definitely going to be on my bike and all the other bikes I'm building. So by all means, check it out. You won't be disappointed, I promise. Definitely tank approved. We'll see you guys on the road.